Hello, it's me again. Today I'm going to show you another home photo shoot idea because I was really bored the other day and I thought, why don't I go and look around if there are any items that could be cool in a photograph. And I found this, which is actually made out of my own photograph. Both sides. It's a personal diary for 2020. So I just looked around and got a few items. I'm going to show you how I did it. Let's get it started. To begin with, I started out sourcing items. So I took some items I thought could look nice in the photo. First, I found this fake plant. It was sitting in the toilet, so there was no use to that, so I just brought it to the lounge and put it on the table here. And then I found this one. I couldn't remember where I got it. I think it might be from a present, but nothing was inside. It was really nice. I just love the texture. Not sure what I could use, but still. I found really nice pen my previous manager gave me. It's got my name inked on it. Look how nice that is. I've never even used it to write yet because it's just too nice to be using it for its actual purpose. It's now a photo prop. I got these really cool leopard glasses. I love them because they're not actually real, to be honest. They're just fake, and I mean, I already say they're not real. The only downside is I don't think they are the same. Like, they're a bit crooked. But yeah, no one can tell really. Look at that. But anyway, I'm using, oh, it's a bit dirty. So yeah, I need to clean that. Be right back. Ta-da! Look how nice and clean it is. It's rare. My glasses are usually dirty. So now with all the items I got, I left the coffee there just so perhaps it could have any good use. Who knows? Right, now turn on the camera. Using Canon EOS R, it's my favorite, well, my favorite, and 24 to 105 mm lens. It's really nice lens. I could do another video on this lens. So we got a big window, so we have natural light, which is nice. After you set everything you want them to be, you would start adjusting the setting. The objects are moving, so don't have to worry too much about shutter speed, except I'm using my hand, so I have handshakes. Can't be too low. At the moment I have it to 100. I want a blurred background. I want to focus on the glasses, so I put f to 4.0. The downside of the lens is you couldn't stay too close to the object. It's not gonna focus. It's a very big downside of this lens. So if you are not happy with it, you can always move around the object or, move around the angle you're taking it. What I did was I changed the way the glasses was setting. So right now they look like that. And I zoom in and focus on the glasses. Don't like it. It's not bad photo, it's just the composition is off, and so what do I do? It really was a bit frustrating. I didn't like any of these compositions. Something about it was just off. I played around for ages, but ends up I decided to take off the plant, the leather thing, and the glass of coffee, and I just kept these three. Sometimes the simpler the better in a shot, especially when I wanted to focus on my pen that says Jessie. I want to make sure the focus point is on the word Jessie. Yesterday, I spent ages trying out all kinds of angles. I didn't use a tripod. I just didn't think about it, and I wanted to have all the flexibility of using my hand, of moving around very easily. But I guess with tripod, the good thing about it is that it will prevent handshake, and you can just make sure you have the exact composition you want, and you could take a perfect shot with tripod. So after you get the right exposure, you need to adjust the focus point to manual. So there's a switch on the lens. Switch it from AF to MF. The reason for that is because when you are doing manual focus, you could place it to the exact location you want to focus. In my case, it's Jessie. It wouldn't move its focus point every time you click the shutter button. Whereas autofocus, every time you click it, it moves. After you get the manual focus on, I use the magnifying glass so then I can zoom in on my screen and make sure it's gonna be focusing on Jessie. I would, twist this focus thing.
Focus thing.
What do you say?
Focus ring?
I would twist this focus ring. Thanks, Emile. To make sure it's focusing until it's focused. That looks really good. The next thing is incredible tip that I'm going to give you. Put the setting to 2-second timer. The reason for that is because if you don't do it and you press it, your camera shakes every time you take that photo. But if you select 2-second timer and press it, let go of your hands, your camera stops shaking by the time the camera takes the photo. And you'll get a perfect shot. So you see, I'm about to do it. There you go. A perfect shot. Yeah, very happy with it. I'm going to compare the photos and show you guys what I did without the tripod and what I did with the tripod. These are just some of my favorites, and they're all raw files, so I have not edited any of them. As you can see, I did all types of angles on the first day. I spent ages just playing around. All of these were from the first day without the tripod. Yeah, I really like them. It's a shame this one, it's great in terms of composition and I love the reflection. But if you zoom in, it's not crisp enough, it's a bit blurry on Jessie. And I wouldn't like that, so I could not choose this one. The reason for that is because I wasn't using a tripod and my shutter speed wasn't fast enough. It was 1/50th of a second. So yeah, it was slow, hence the blur here. But if you look on the other shots, these ones are all better. So I'll zoom in, you can tell. Yeah, it's really nice and crisp. The shutter speed is a lot faster. You can see on here. Oops. I'm a very indecisive person, so I like taking a lot of them. So that was all from day 1 without the tripod. Day 2 with tripod, we didn't take as many. Only chose these 3. As you can tell, it's very sharp. It's very nice. But the only downside is it was not portrait, it's landscape, and I was really hoping for a portrait. But because of the way how tripod works, it was not really possible. Tilt the camera into portrait. It's a bit dodgy, we were worried it would fall. It was a really old tripod. Yeah, I love these as well. It's gonna be a difficult choice. As you can see, the downside of tripod is that you don't get as many angles. Pretty much the same angle really. Whereas here, you can see that I took some from a bit above, a bit below. Because another thing I could have done with a tripod is to move the table a bit further away from me. That way I could zoom in the lens and get a bit more blurred background, like the ones I did on day 1. Like these ones. They're really blurred in the background and I love that. Whereas the one with tripod, it's a bit messy. I had a 42mm zoom, which wasn't really zoomed in, so that's why. So ideally I would have pushed the table back and then zoom my lens all the way in to 105mm, like the ones I did here. These are all 105. They really made a difference. They're both great really. They're both crisp and they both have their advantage. So I love both ways of taking photos. I'm just more used to not using tripod because it's just a lot more work and I love playing around with different angles. So I still prefer just using my hand. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I encourage you all to try this at home. Even if you don't have a camera, you could always use your phone. And you would be amazed how much you could do at home and get a really cool shot. Just get all the items that you have. It could even be a pen or something you use every day or toilet paper. Oh, Emile and I are planning an exciting video for you guys. So please do come back. If you like it, please like, comment and subscribe. Okay, see you soon.